Hi everyone, this is Brad from Board Game Geek. I'm here with Chris of Thoughtshelter Games, and we are checking out A Druid's Duel, which is, I guess, your game that really has a lot of board game elements and board game roots. Can you tell us a little bit about the game?
Yes, certainly. So it's turn-based strategy. It appeals to board game fans, chess fans, tactic video game players. So it plays. It's a turn-based game, so it plays very much like a board game. So the object of the game is to take over these pieces of land. There's actually 6 different types of land, but this board only has 2, so they're worth different amounts of mana. The more land you take over, they actually have little ownership markers on them. Like blue's going to own some up here, yellow owns some across the board. Your job is to take over those pieces. As you take over those pieces, you actually start to acquire more mana on your turn. That's your only resource. It's used to do pretty much all the cool things. So you have 4 different kinds of druids. They each move and attack a little bit differently. We'll let the AI go. Each druid also can turn into an animal. So on their turn, they can move how they normally move, or you can upgrade them at the price of some mana to give them basically an alternate way of moving and attacking. The animals are really the key. The druids are always changing, and so is the game board. So for instance, these guys can turn into eagles. So instead of kind of a basic move or shoot, they can actually fly across the board and pick off a unit if they want. You notice they're one-hit kills. It's very much about position. So there's not hit points. You are going to be sacrificing these 4 guys pretty frequently. There I go. As you can see, AI currently doing pretty well. I didn't start super strong.
Because the less time it takes, the less
There are various things like that.
So can you recruit new units during a battle, or do you?
Sure, you can put new units down wherever you already own land.
Okay.
They come in inactive. Most of them come in inactive. So usually at the beginning of the board, you're trying to gather some land, get some resources on your side, stuff like that. There are various bonuses across the landscape as well. So there's a relic over here that gives you extra mana on your turn. There's also fairies that spawn across the board that give you an instant bonus, which is one of the only random features in the game, and it gives you kind of a bonus that you wouldn't normally get. It can extend your turn if you can go capture one, and they're worth more over time.
Okay.
One of the units, one of the big differences in the game is one of the units, the Waywalker, his job is actually to control the landscape itself. One of his spells actually destroys land. That's how he attacks. He destroys the land. The guy is on, land is gone. So some boards are very open. You have to build the land up to even kind of fight. Some boards like this one, you're going to be destroying the land a little more.
So you can really control the flow of battle by creating breaks and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so you can actually create or destroy obstacles that kind of get in the way.
Okay.
Stuff like that. You can change ownership. You can destroy obstacles. You can add land to the board. So you can see with a couple players playing, the game after a short period of time the board is radically changed. 3 and 4 players, it's just chaos.
Okay. So it's not just head to head. You can actually do multiple players.
Yeah, 2 to 4 players. Hot seat kind of like this, or online. There's also a single player campaign, story mode, which we saw a little bit of. Has the 6 different boss characters, kind of walks you through. And in that, eventually you'll end up playing against 3 computer opponents, which is quite a challenge.
Cool. And this is available on Steam now?
Yeah. Steam, Mac, Windows, and Linux currently. Available on Steam, and Humble and a couple other stores. The iOS version is planned for a few months from now.
Great. Cool. Well, we'll definitely look forward. Definitely check it out on Steam, and then obviously on iOS, it will be great to check it out as well. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.